page, Pookie. Go in the cage. Alexa, stop.
YouTube, Carver back with another video, and today's video is going to be a quicker video, and yes, as you can see by the title, it is about these locks, you feel me? It is about these locks. So, if you are a person that gets
What do you think you're most known for? Your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you?
My big mouth. My big mouth. I got a big mouth. Came out. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Without the comes. But my controversy problem. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I go down past the having been traveling before, and I usually mess up. But I love it. You know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I want when they see me.
Milagro, baby.
Why she never show her ugly ass face when she go live? Ugly bitch. I don't like her ugly ass. I just be trying to see what the bitch talking about. I just don't like her voice.
You know what's smart? Treating yourself without cheating your goals. Eat smart with Factor.
It's a good time to revisit past projects, reconnect with old friends, and be mindful of potential misunderstandings.
That's fine. No, that's what it says every time Mercury's in retrograde.
No, not really.
That is exactly what it says.
Okay.
Every time Mercury's
Listen, okay, I thought I had something right here. You know, okay,
journalism.
Right, exactly.
I was interested to know how certain folks felt about that. What does this say, though? Real quick about Nikki, right? Like, all this is happening. The people that love her, we're coming up with reasons, excuses for her behavior. I'm not. Nikki's unhinged. You're not. Well, she said that to me, so that's the word I'm going to use. Some people that love her are coming up with reasons for her behavior. Maybe there's some merit in why she's acting the way she's acting.
I'm eating hamburger helper.
What category do we put this in?
I'm more concerned about how
Did she lose her mind?
like erratic sounding the tweets read,
Okay.
how they read. For me,
One of the tweets was like a novel.
yeah,
Like the screenshot was like this,
right.
and I was like,
Sorry, dog.
I couldn't even read
And
it.
even the way that she was like misinterpreting intentionally, I'm assuming the kid saying that you get put in the blender like your man, and then she's saying like I'm gonna call the FBI
That's
snitch. Like that was, we know what that means.
And I would like to think that Nicki Minaj knows
I'm
what that
pretty
means.
sure Nicki Minaj knows what that means.
She seems like she has an agenda.
You made that last night.
I think with that, she was trying to prove a point. Really.
What?
Because again, her
Last
baby
night.
is with old girl from Rock Nation. Yeah. And we know the story with her. So Nicki's like, okay, if y'all are gonna keep excusing that, I'm gonna play that and I wanna see what y'all do. It's like, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. All right, so we can't pick and choose when snitching is acceptable.
Yep, leftover.
You gonna look the other way here? All right, fine. Now let me go do something and see how y'all act. It looks nuts. It looks nuts. It looks nuts.
I made it like 10 p.m. last night.
There's no way to justify it like it don't look nuts. I'm not saying that she don't have a right to say what she's saying and that she don't have rhyme or reason. It looks absolutely nuts.
Yeah, because a lot of the time, most of the context is missing for the average person who's just reading this, and it just looks like, just somebody, just stream of consciousness kind of throwing things out there for everybody to read and interpret.
Which is what Twitter used to be. So,
Yeah.
Right.
It did used to be that.
But it's been a while since it's been
We're not putting her in the category with the A's and the ABs and all that shit. We're not putting
She's not at that level.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so that's what I'm saying. So we're just taking this as the person that we know is going through something and she's just trying to express herself and use Twitter as a tool. Because when you start saying that she's being erratic, when some people start saying that she's erratic and it doesn't make sense, it's gotta be that way. Then you put her in this category.
It's not quite the same. They're saying like offensive, racially, religiously offensive shit. Like
She's
it's a little bit of a difference.
Nicki has specific targets.
Yeah.
And I'm on them. That's what I get from it.
Right.
But it might look a little crazy to us, but I do think she knows what she's doing. And one of the sister replies, she was like, Nicki, let's not do this. You know exactly who I am. You know my music. You know, I reached out for a feature twice to no avail. I declined it, but you know my music. You're looking for a feature. And I think that was Punch's stance too. And I think they need to text exchange about that. So that somehow turned into, is Nicki bigger than SZA?
No. SZA is not bigger than Nicki.
And then Nicki tweeted, let me get the tweet here because I want to
Can they be
know.
compared? Where do we turn with that?
And do we know why SZA? Yeah, we're women all the time. Fix her.
Yes, I do know that.
That's what started on. You know why she started, y'all? The bitch you always.
Yeah, I know you do.
Super personality. Here it is. This is from Nicki. Wait. Does SZA think she's more successful than me? LOL. Y'all catch me up, please. SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to countries that never heard of you. You can't miss Bound Prague. That was my shit. That was my shit too. I've been to countries that never heard of you. I know you're not that stupid, are you? Stadiums? Did you look at the venues I played on my own headline festival tour out the country last year? Bitch, have you ever headlined? She said that, not me. Bitch, have you ever headlined to 80,000 people? Bitch, what have you ever done besides yodel with auto-tune that needed retuning? Ooh, I'm an icon. You're not. The end. Pay that man for almost breaking his back. Why didn't you speak up when your exec was bullying and harassing me, you dirty, mangy Those body numbers on all platforms have y'all losing y'all motherfucking minds. You the type that would have been quiet in school trying to fit in. You still have no clue who you are. I know you went nights without washing that musty face. Bitch, how you remember exactly where every freckle goes? See, that is funny.
So it's funny, but
Justice for Desiree Perez. We want to discuss your daughter's laws. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing daughter stuff. That is
Talk to me.
Nikki the sister.
what's her beef with the Desiree Perez girl? That's what she beef. Why'd she just? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
I'm not gonna say that's weird because I don't know enough about it.
Right.
I think Nikki could have a valid beef with Rock Nation, TDE. I think some of this scissor smoke is for Aubrey. Nobody told me that, but I just assumed that. I just assumed that. I know he didn't like how she was prancing around and playing both sides and doing all this shit. Nah, so yeah.
Like, she went on to tell her that originally she was supposed to be on, what's the records of the Drake record?
Shake that ass, the Drake.
Yeah, shake that ass. She's like, we had that first. And then we decided, let's save our collab for Pink Friday 2.
Stop.
And that's how you got it. So, like, you getting my
Leftovers.
Yeah, my leftovers.
Think the dentist is all drills and dread? Think again. At Western Dental, we've been calming nerves and creating smiles for over 100 years with care that's affordable for every budget. For those who make wellness a priority, we're here to help you stay on track with quality care right here in your community. And when life brings an unexpected dental emergency, we're available with fast, compassionate care that fits your budget. From routine checkups to life's little surprises, Western Dental, your home for affordable, family-focused dental care.
I've always been a risk taker. I've always been somebody that wants to dance on the line. I started snowboarding when I was in junior high school. Snowboarding was really cool because I hadn't yet discovered what it felt like to be creative as an athlete. The mountain was my canvas. It's like this incredible sense of freedom.
I be wanting to get up under this bed.
I love to
Cause that's what I was gonna do. Trey motherfucking Jones. Get up under this bed and clean some shit up, but I don't feel like doing it.
And I hit the jump and I threw my feet as hard as I could over my head. I knew I had overdone it. I ended up landing back first on the snow with my board and my boots over my head. I felt this shock go through my body. It was so loud and confusing inside of me that I didn't know what to make of it. I felt the feeling that I had in my lower body just leave from the waist all the way down and then out my feet. That's when I knew something was terribly wrong. It wasn't long after that that I thought I must be paralyzed. I was adopted by my grandparents when I was 5 years old.
I'm about to give a fuck about none of
So,
that.
and that's how you got it. So, like, you getting my
Leftovers.
Yeah, my leftovers.
Is SZA bigger than Nicki Minaj? Come on, let's have some fun.
No.
Today, right this second, yeah, you can definitely make that up.
Based on what though?
Based on record sales. Based on
And that goes back to street
Based on
box and all that bullshit.
touring,
That
based on doing a sold out fucking tour.
Nikki just did a sold out tour. You're co-headlining.
Nikki did not have
I'm
a
just
sold
taking
out
that
tour.
aside.
Yeah, no.
That tour was not sold out. You were still able to buy tickets. That shit is a lie.
Again, no small feat at all. Coming off of Kendrick Lamar having probably the best year a rapper has, or one of the best years a rapper has ever had.
I can do it.
A lot of that carries into the why you're able to sell out this stadium tour. So it's not all your merit. Granted, again, we were all there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of SZA fans in there, so I'm not gonna take that away from her. But Nikki's selling out tour by herself.
YOLO. Smaller venues, but you're right.
I'm
Yeah.
smaller. Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't put a lot of weight on record sales and all that, because I think all the numbers be fake anyway. I tell you that every time. So if that's mainly the argument, and Nikki had to do it for a much longer time at number one, I don't think you're bigger than her.
Okay. I don't know if I can say that either.
And if you're going out of the
SZA
country,
clearly
and if you're going out of the country doing that, I don't even talk.
I don't use that word.
I don't even talk, brother. Y'all can have
In
brothers.
terms of right this second
That's
in
all
your
I'm
face.
talking about.
Yeah.
Nikki is an icon.
I was about to
Bro,
say,
there was a
Nikki is
time
right
when
to
Nicki-
use the word icon.
Absolutely.
She's absolutely
There
right.
was a time when Nicki Minaj was the only.
She's one of the
No
best.
disrespect to anybody else, but it was just Nicki.
She's one of the best that we've ever had. One of the most successful we've ever seen. She
We
is-
will never see another female artist like that because
in general,
Yeah.
everybody learned the game.
Hip hop and
Yes.
music, period. She's one of the best and one of the most successful.
I think Nicki's talking to certain folk and they know exactly what she's talking about.
Maybe.
It's like when rappers do that shit where I might have said the line and the fans might have been like, oh, that was cool, but the nigga that I wanted it to affect, he heard it. He know exactly what I was saying. And it hit him a little differently. I think that's what she's doing, and she's baiting certain folk to just say, I dare you, because you know what I know.
The people need to stop having conversations about between icons and relevancy. That conversation, that shit, this is a dumb conversation. It's sort of sometimes, I guess the new fans that come along, it's like you're negating the work that a person put in. Just because they're not there. It's not today. Like some person will be hotter in the moment than you are if you're dormant. Or if you're chilling and doing what it is. But now when you start to compare works and body of works, one outweighs the other. So we have to stop doing that and taking, because everybody, that's just ego. Yeah,
Everybody does it, man.
I would want to know why SZA rejected Nicki's 2 requests.
I know it's deeper than that. I know nobody gonna say it, but I know it's deeper than that. She talking to SZA like Drake. I told you about this bitch. Like she just told him like a conversation was had at some point, and now it's come to his head, and it's like, yo, I told this bitch.
And not just Drake. She talking like I told a couple folks about this girl.
Listen, peace and love. Peace and love. I love Nicki. I love the TDE side.
Same.
And I also love drama. So, please give me something to look at over the weekend while I'm just on the balcony in the pool. So, I hit refresh on Nicki timeline so many times this weekend. I almost tweeted her something by mistake. I was on a page and hit the tweet, and it was like, Nicki Minaj. I was like, no.
I hit the little bell. What you talking about? Let me know when she tweet. I need to read this.
I thought I was gonna have a problem.
I will be taking a 30-day Beyond challenge.
Beyond 30 days
I'm
challenge.
gonna become like 30 days.
30 days.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Can I actually give up meat?
Chicken, fish, I love meat.
I think when people think about plant days,
What?
it's just for vegans and vegetarians.
Oh, it's processed, which I find interesting since often the people who say that act like the ground beef sitting on their cutting board just fell from the sky.
Beyond meat is under attack. You might have seen their ads back.
Nobody want that shit.
Turn this fucking mic on. Turn that. Hey, we got a young boy camera too.
Oh, that's coming. Look at me back there. Comfy as hell, sleep on the couch.
We got a young boy camera too.
Yeah, be careful. Now, I ain't got quiet. I don't hear nothing.
Maybe y'all have to iron a shirt like Parks. You niggas is back there comfortable.
It was on you, Parks?
I'll be a couple of comments from the wrinkles here.
Well, give us the comments about our Parks cam.
I mean, there's a lot of love and support, which I personally enjoy.
Yeah, you was getting
There's some haters, but
I don't
it's
you was getting
gonna
a little
happen.
you was getting a little panty thrown at you.
Yeah, that's how the ladies love Parks.
I love the ladies. Shout out to them.
Never heard that at your place.
Yeah. Ain't no long hair just looking on the side of you. Ain't no long hair just sitting there looking at you.
I've been trying to get him for 5 years just to say, I love the ladies.
That's what your goal is, man.
Nigga cannot talk in front of his wife. Boy.
Nah, I can't.
LL Cool Parks.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I'm with you.
Yeah, we know what it is.
You
We know what it is. But yeah, I ain't into that, man. Play it safe. You know what I mean?
Nigga showered, exfoliated.
I was showering exfoliated. Did a little iron too. You know what I mean? I don't iron very
A
often.
little mud mask,
A little lotion.
some lotion.
Yeah.
White people use the unscented lotion, right?
only time I see that word.
Fragrance.
Young boys in the back, that mic on? Nah, I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Get close to the mic,
That
boss.
camera scared niggas.
Yeah, now they
That's
know
what
what
it
it is.
was. That's what it was.
Y'all comfy back there?
Nah, they just don't want to talk no more. They just ain't close to it. They back there, yeah, it ain't working.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't hear that mic the way I'm supposed to. But it's fine. We got shit to do before we lose our sunlight.
Sexy ass me back there, man.
Yeah, now I understand you commentary. Like, I don't even hear what y'all saying, yo. I watched that shit. I ain't hear us neither.
What?
You see that shit right here? I don't give a fuck what we was talking about.
I heard talking about the sound quality. I ain't
Oh, no. Not at all.
Start the show.
Heard a couple of them was high in the little moving camera thing.
Kind of fuck say y'all getting seasick. Look like the whole shit moving. It's the water moving and the buildings moving.
Would it just be constantly moving?
All day.
Yeah.
You ain't know that?
No, I didn't know it was just constantly moving. I thought it was just like sometimes it.
And don't walk anywhere near it.
I wouldn't know.
No.
I know.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
It fucks something up over that little camera.
They don't play with that.
I tapped that shit. That nigga ran out like I stole his wallet. I'm like, yo, what you
Ish, y'all were talking about what is it better to have a kid too early or too late?
Yeah, we were having a conversation that I was actually asking Alex, like, yo, when you gonna have kids? And he was like, yo, I'm out here, I'm having fun, I'm chilling. And I was like, yo,
I thought you meant working, chasing my dream.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, no, that's what he said. Like, he trying to get to the bag, and I was like, yo, nigga, y'all better start thinking about it. So I had a conversation with one of my homegirls the other day, and they were talking about how women today kind of wait longer to have kids because our cost of living is so much. So women
wait longer. All right, got it.
because women be out here like one of the women things from my friend is they really are dead set on not having to rely on a man for survival. Or they don't even want to be put in that position where some dude can hold shit over your head. Like, yo, this is my house, or this is my car, or you know what I mean? I pay all the bills. So,
Understandably so.
It makes sense. And so now women are busting their ass in school, they're getting degrees, multiple degrees, and establishing
still not working out. Because you did by the time.
prior to jumping into
That shit's so dumb.
parental situations. Okay. Like even you and I, we have a bunch of friends that have older children. I mean, that are older that are new.
Honestly, most of my friend group that I went to high school with and shit, aside from the ones that had kids when they were young, like 16,
Super young.
are just now kind of starting to have kids at 36, 35,
And it's not to
37,
be a conscious
38.
choice. Especially when you live in New York and New Jersey where the cost of living is so fucking expensive that you kind of need two incomes. Right? So I was talking to them, and Alex and Ian, you know, they're younger, and they were like, nah, like I'm chilling, I'm waiting until later on. And Ice and I had a conversation where, like, I had my first child at 40. And I'm like, yo, I wish I might have done it differently.
Well, I was telling you to take the condom off long before you did. But
Pause. That's
fine.
Yeah, just in case.
But like, think about you and Trey, right? You guys are closer in age, so your relationship is way more relatable. Like, if Trey lived with you, he'd be stealing your clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, y'all listen to the same music. You're able to relate more about women and just overall societal shit today. If you are 60 and your kid is 20, especially with the technological advances going on today, nigga, you kind of be out of the loop. You gotta kind of keep them. Nigga, look at the metaverse. They talking about they got the gloves now where you can feel shit in the metaverse. Yeah, have the gloves. So pretty soon you're gonna be getting jerked off, or you're gonna be doing shootings or killing. You know what I'm saying? You could just do all like fighting games where you can physically punch and fight a motherfucker in the metaverse.
hello. Pretty soon you'll be good children. Pretty soon. Give me time. You think I'm waiting for that to get jerked off? That's not bad. It's amazing right now. The metaverse came up with that idea. Andy. You bring that to you, like, get Andy your way. I'll tell you that, boy. I see a lot of fidgeting around over there.
Nah, you me over there, man? No, so
Yeah, because they look lost.
I was saying like he thinks that just the opposite. Like I said, like I would have loved to have had
my kids probably in my mid-20s, because now my kid will be in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my kid will be roughly 20-something years old, and it's just more relatable. Like, you could kind of pour into them more.
I say, I prefer it this way because a lot of people, myself included, in my 20s, I wasn't mentally, financially, or anything ready for a kid. So, and I know a lot of people that's been through that. Like, I know people that's had, my mother had me at 17, my mom was 18. Y'all ain't fucking kids. Y'all ain't ready to raise a kid now. If you can make it through that part. Right now, my mom's is in her mid-50s. We like this. You know what I'm saying? We kind of, I don't want to say grew up together, but yes, it was close enough. That, when we had to discuss, that was my point. I was saying I agree with having the waiting part. I agree with waiting. I don't want to say having it early because you might not be ready for that.
There's pros and cons to everything.
I said if you can make it through that, it's probably hard as fuck if y'all are young, financially, emotionally ready for children to have kids. It's probably really hard. I was probably 6, 7, I forget when my girl was born. So I was at a better place.
Let me ask you a question.
I would get the same GPA I had in my 20s.
I'm glad I didn't have kids. I wouldn't have been able to do half the shit I did.
That's you.
Yeah, but if you had kids in your 20s, you would have had to adapt. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you're ever ready to have a child. Financially, you could be in a more stable position.
What up, Lucas?
Like, you're never gonna know some of the years that your mom was dealing with but if you can get through that, well, that's not like that if you get through that. Because some people, when you have kids young, if you decide to put your life, to the side, to focus on your child, like if you're young, then you do get through that. And then when they get older, they don't really know some of it. My mom, yeah, she and my mom was rapping, right? She went to her cousin's house. Because they were celebrating the death of her dad back with you in the family. But she went over there and she started sending me all these old pictures of her when she was like 18, 19, 20 that I had never seen before. So I'm looking at the pics and I'm just looking at my mom. I'm trying to envision her style and personality running around the crowd. I see what's going on. But I mean, the truth of it is, I don't know what this woman was dealing with or faced with or had to endure for me to be here today.
That's the way that I enjoyed it.
If you don't know that, it's like blissfully ignorant.
But see, I know a lot of it. I saw it because my mom and her older sister are a year and a half apart, right? I told you my mom had me at 17, had ours 3 years after that.
In our childhood, my aunt and her husband used to travel. And so it's like, and I used to watch, like, damn, my mom ain't going on her first trip, so it was rolling out the house already. Her first trip anywhere. I don't mean like, she just hasn't been anywhere, so now we love to sit up with food here, I know who lives that, because it's like appreciation.
I got them all these. But no, I think it's two sides. I'm saying me, how I view it now, I wish that I might have had a child earlier. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
interesting to hear from you because for most of our friendship, I heard you say, I don't want to be done right, I want to plan, I want to.
So now, based on my circumstances, I'm just saying the circumstances that I'm in now.
Yeah.
My plan, you say you have a plan, God last. My plan and how I thought was the right way to do it and how I wanted it done come to fruition. And so now it's like, you waited mad long.
So to get the way that you envisioned it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the situation. So
I'm with you. Now that I'm older, I'm saying I'm like this when I had my other track. But now that I'm older, and this may be kind of selfish, but Oh, thank God I had one early to be here as long as I possibly could to pour love on you, feed on you, pour knowledge into you, just be here for you. I don't want to be the guy that, and even relax, right? Like, by the time I'm 70, Lex will be 30 something, 35.
Has your doctor recommended a hysterectomy? Take time to explore your options. Unlike open, laparoscopic, and robotic techniques, V-Notes requires no abdominal incisions and results in no visible scars. Compared to the traditional laparoscopic approach, V-Notes offers patients a hysterectomy with no visible scars, a shorter hospital stay, less postoperative pain, and a faster recovery. Speak with your doctor to learn more about your hysterectomy options and to determine what surgical approach is best for you. To find a V-Notes specialist, visit vnotes.com. I know you're back to work. Summer break's just a few days away.
You suggesting that for summer break? Love it. The duck boats. The arcade. The midway. Rated R, only in theaters August 15th.
That's not crazy.
It ain't the worst.
No,
It ain't the worst. But it's different when you're 21, you know, coming over when you're 42, borrowing some money, borrowing clothes,
And they still
providing
respect
you.
They still respect you. Like, think about Trey. Let's just say Trey and Joe, right? We talked about this on another pod of how little the young kids, they gotta be able to respect you and listen to you, right? So if he got a girlfriend issue, you'll come listen to your dad that's 40 that you still look at as kind of swaggy and cool, and he get girls, so he might know what he talking about.
Right.
Your 60-year-old dad, you like, yo. You get what I'm saying? Like, your 60-year-old father, you like, maybe not. You get what I'm saying? Like, he might not understand what's going on because women of today are different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you might not be as open to receiving that information. Still that nigga. That's possible.
But then the other,
Don't be clear. The
the other thing is, right, like, let me do it down here. I'm older, and I have a son. Yeah, but now by the time my son gets to the age where he's looking for the information from his dad, I ain't shit. I get it. What are some of the perks that come along with because most people, if you're older and you have baby, you feel all right, I'm more stable, more secure, my decision making, I have a partner, we can do it right away.
How old were you when Lex was born?
When Lex was born, Lex was 2017. 37.
That's not bad. Like, my dad was 33 when I was born.
That's not that.
And while I still had some of those thought processes that maybe he won't understand, when I was going through shit and we like got drunk together and I started telling him about shit, it's like, I don't know who the fuck you think I am. I used to get pussy back in the day too. This is don't do this and this and this. Like, the shit changes, but it don't change. It's still the underlying shit still really kind of be.
Hey, Alex, don't touch my TV no more.
Yo, with regards to
I don't break it.
with regards to relationships, yeah, I think that with regards to society and technical shit and all of that, I think it differs.
I think
Society's changing.
I get it, but I think if you just state like the technical part, a person like me, I know
It's something that interests you.
right. So I see myself constantly in tech, like putting her on shit. It's like we can learn off of each other stuff, but the average person isn't necessarily that.
But a disconnect for you would be funny.
Well, I'm learning. I don't
You
know.
got, no, I'm just giving you an example. Like,
Late tonight, yeah, sure.
I'm just saying, like, so
Look, hold on a second. So with finance, now let's say this is not my parents, but let's say they were more financially sound. They could have passed that information on to me. So even that, I'll be coming to that point. So when it is time for my daughter, I'll be able to give her that too. That's true.
No, I agree. It's
You know, I hear a little more financially sound than my dad.
financially responsible. Like we had it there.
They might have felt like, they might have felt like, you know what, I'm a little financially stable. I live my life a little more. I'll wait till I'm a little more. I heard John Moran.
That's smart. That's almost the rest of mine. That's what she did.
John Moran was talking about his dad. Now his dad had dreams of being a professional Uber, but he put his dreams aside to stay back and raise him. Like make sure that he got where he needed to be sacrificed.
Yeah, I mean, shit. There's bad musicians and rappers and people I know that couldn't really pursue it because they had kids. You know what I'm saying? Like all my crew that either was together or had kids or both, they couldn't come with me on my journey. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, we was just talking about Tom Brady and his wife. We used to say, I'm gonna be done with my passion by the time my kids are aging. Like I might still be in my bag.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
So I had an article that, well, it wasn't an article, it was a clip that I read. And it's a guy, I forgot his name, but he's super duper dope. I started following him. And I don't have an aux, but hey, what you said?
Well, will that work a little?
Oh, good. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just read the video.
Just read the video.
Hey, do the subtitle for us. Oh no,
Yo, send it to Ice.
Please.
Send it to Ice.
Don't let him do that. This nigga's a dinosaur. He's like Uncle Pod.
I don't know how
Why don't you stop being Uncle Podcast?
Racist ass nigga.
Get a phone that fucking works. Students in this phone.
I see some podcasts do that though.
Look. Is it?
It's a podcast out here.
Send anything you want to be played on the future box tape right now. Yeah, I know.
Break my own. Alright, I'll play it now.
To the point is all that shit.
Second, that's engineer.
So you have certain values that you want to teach your kids, but you don't have money. You can't send your kids to a private school. Your kids will go to public school. What happens if your kids go to public school? How much control and influence do you have over what those teachers, 8 hours a day, will teach your kids? You have this much influence because you ain't paying for it. Taxpayers are paying for it. You bring this kid here, you raise him, you feed him, you finance him, and if other people shape their mindset, that's a massive risk. So for me, the argument of not having kids if you don't have the money to put them in a private school to teach them the values and principles that you want to teach, I fully understand that argument. Here's a very clear argument.
That's an interesting soundtrack choice.
Yeah, he put the Miami elevator music. I'll tell you what.
Well, he fucking smoke a hookah.
He had no cameras. No, he did not. No, let's make it. No, I feel you. So what do we think about that?
I think everyone has to answer that question that he asked. Do parents believe their teachers to have more influence over their kids' mindset than they do off of those 8 hours? Like, that's question number one for me. Two, back to our earlier conversation, like, I'm not going to say that broke people should not get it. Because that's because I wouldn't be here. Right? Like my mom didn't have, she found a way. And while I think he raises some valid points, he tosses out the idea of finding a way. And many of us come from that. But off of that clip, what I ask you is, do you have different thoughts about our homeschooling conversation that we had about that?
No, I think that because my whole issue with regards to homeschooling was the social interaction piece. But I think that we should be able to ideally be in a situation where you are picking some of the best schools. You know the curriculum, you know what the school prays.
That's what it was, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, we talking about shit like, let's say hypothetically Blue Ivy, right?
Yeah.
The education that she's getting is not going to be the same education that my daughter is getting or Ice's daughter is getting just based off of one, who her parents are financially, that's one. But not just that, from what I've seen in
heard from Jay-Z. I never met him. I don't know Beyonce, but how he thinks and some of the stuff that
who they are
he brings
intellectually.
Now my daughter's gonna be
Both
here.
of them are brilliant human beings.
So, like let's say hypothetically in a normal traditional school, we all in the same grade, we all in the same class. Ice might be excelling way more than all of us. Right? There's no there's no reason why Ice should be stuck in our age.
Right.
Because now they're slowing down Ice's learning process for us, just based on his age.
Right.
Not based on his level of retention, just based on his age. He got now wait for us. You know what that does? Start having ice pool here.
Yeah,
Start having ice stores. And start being a troublemaker in the school.
Didn't you skip a grade?
Yeah. And I was a bad motherfucker my whole time through school because the shit was easy for me. So I went from kindergarten to second grade, and then they wanted to skip me from second grade to fourth grade. And my mother said no, because I was real small. So I would have been basically, in essence, a second grader and fourth grader. Well, first grader and fourth grader. So,
full parents.
So you were smart enough to get skipped all the way to fourth grade. But your mom knew that you should be smart. So she denied the opportunity for you to learn more. So you ain't get beat the shit out of you.
Fuck you up.
You know how to go over there, but he's small. I know. Alex, I didn't say this. I was small. Nigga, I've been out of there.
Hey, Joe, maybe his mom didn't know he was fucking on his point when he got a good topic going on. You always want to fucking make some fun of it.
Have some humor. Go ahead, dog.
Mom might not know.
Second grade.
But anyway, no, so just think about that. Like, Ice could go on to do other things or be the president. I'm not saying that he can't do it now. I'm just saying if you had your right, you can't do it now.
President of what?
Go ahead. It's too much, yo. But no, like basically his
President of what?
no, stop, you there?
No, that would be fun to figure out what he could be president of.
But no, you know, like
Say something, I think it'd be better.
What?
Adventure deepens friendships, overcoming these heights together, sharing this new straight bourbon whiskey from Tinka. Rocky Mountain water in every sip. Create memories as tall as mountains. Tinka Bourbon, your partner in adventure.
Look, as a kid, basically your finances kind of play a part. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes in your potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not in the best schools, you're not in the best environment, shit like that. And we all know we come from the bottom, or that sometimes education is frowned upon.
Damn, is that true?
That's true.
100% finances play a role in your potential.
Yes, absolutely.
Joe, you know how many niggas? Alright, you know how many niggas could really swim, or run track, or sing their asses off, right? But singing ain't the most masculine shit. Nigga, you could sing when you was young. Yeah, using talent shows and all that goofy shit. Niggas today, niggas ain't trying to go to the talent show and be a singer.
Not even that. Not even that. The finances part. You might have a beautiful voice, but your parents can't afford singing lessons. Right there.
And not for nothing too, this is like kind of the argument for college that we're skipping ahead from grade school.
That's why I don't go to college.
If you go to a good school with rich kids, there's a very good chance your partner at the fucking lab table is going to be the president of some shit, or his dad is the president of some shit. And now you got to in because you're nice at math or whatever.
He's your genius.
Totally agree with that. I just don't know if I'm all the way sold on there being only but so many ways to fulfill potential.
No, it's not saying that it's impossible.
We're talking about the opportunity. The opportunity.
The probability is high.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not the possibility, because anything is possible. I'm talking about the probability, and to what Parks is saying, like, yo, even in your environment, right? There are certain people, if you pull them out of certain environments and put them in another one, they will flourish.
Yes.
Because they don't have the same distraction.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about, yo, I can't go to this, or this. Like, yo, dog, you can't turn it on this block because these niggas down here, they killing people.
Yeah.
I don't even gotta think like that.
Never knew what I was missing till I found you, Sonny.
Musicians and shit that couldn't. Back to the
Now
kids
Sonny gone, what am I gonna do?
They had kids, or they had to support their
So
family.
we
You
might.
know what I mean? Really writers, like they, like I know a kid. No, listen.
Show me gone away.
Think about the lady J.K. Rowling that wrote Harry Potter. Dog, they was poor. Like J.K. Rowling is a billionaire. She didn't pop till she was way up there in age, and that's just because some publisher thought the book was dope. She had been mad other publishers that was like, this shit is trash. It's never gonna sell. It's never gonna sell. It's never gonna sell. And then all of a sudden, somebody took a gamble on it. How the rest is history.
Now look, you said it's free to write. Remember before we were saying how if you always say if the financial aspect is put to the side, you're free to now focus on your other things. Now, it's free to write, but it's not free to live. If I gotta go get a job to support my family, I don't have the time to write. I might have 2, 3 jobs just to get by. I got kids, I got this, I got that. So I can't, it's free to write, but it's not free to write for me. Because the time that I need to write, I really gotta use that time doing something else.
We argue all the time here about how little the talent has to do with the music business. I'm sure it's probably the same in writing or a lot of other talent fields. It's like you gotta go do things and be places and shake hands and kiss babies.
But that's why I'm on the other
if you're
side.
broke, you can't do that.
That's why I seem like I'm on the other side, right? Because I'm not disagreeing with anything y'all saying. But to create it, to use the writing example, okay, I'm a writer. Writing is free. When I'm done with my writing for my poor family who only makes X amount of income annually, now is probably when what y'all are saying is that I have to, somebody has to hear this, see this, or somebody that can help pass
I don't get a meeting with someone and shoot.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. And that's where I totally agree with y'all. So I'm not all resistant. But that shit in terms of life happening, like, nah, that's what separates the niggas that get it done from the niggas that don't get it done.
Sure. And the niggas that get it done, still finding a way no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Sure.
Yeah, like, yeah, you gotta feed your family, you got a job, it ain't paying out yet. But when you go home and close that door, you better put 10 minutes to the side every day to just jot in your, like, find the time for yourself, for your passion, even if you're not earning from it.
But it's easier said than done. That probability.
So you're talking to me.
No, but again, that
Telling it to me.
But that
Talk to them
probability is
with
there. That probability is there. Still back to probability. That the probability of I know a dude.
Probability.
I don't want
Everybody
to say his
can go.
name, but I'm not going to be good. Kid from New Jersey. He's a director. Brilliant director.
Yeah.
Grew up in the suburbs. His family had bread. Right? Jack and Jill kid. His family had bread, and he went to film school. He had the ability to go to film school.
That's what I'm talking about.
He went to NYU, undergrad, grad school. He had the ability.
Raise his probability.
He's doing his thing. Right now, today, black film director, he's killing shit. Super dope. Like, I know him personally, super duper dope dude. But had he grown up in Newark, had he grown up in other communities where he didn't have the time or the resources to let that flourish, film school or film directing would have been potentially an afterthought for him. Because he couldn't have really Cause now you gotta get a job. For most motherfuckers, the truism is you gotta get a job. Your family don't have enough money at 19, 20, 22 years old. You gotta get a job.
Fuck, 19, 20. 14,
No, it's true. But to get the good shit, to get the Tommy Hilfiger shit when I was little, to get the polo shit, and now it's even more expensive. These motherfuckers are wearing $1,000 hoodies. So they got that in high school.
Yo, that's been not to leave this, but that's been a major topic of conversation. The sneakers that kids are wearing to school. Some of them are going to school with $1,000 sneakers. Shit.
Nobody in public school should be going to school with your fucking Balenciagas on.
I can see
Nobody in public school should have on a $1,000 sweatshirt. Nobody.
They about that.
Alexa, what time it is?
This my parent. That's what I'm saying. She has it. Imagine the people that can't give their kid $300 as a 19-year-old.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. I'm saying, yeah, that person's kid. When they see that, and the kids are older now.
Now when you're in 9th grade, and you no, but because high school.
For me, it was 6th grade where they're robbing kids now. That was the 1st grade where it was like, oh, okay, yes. I was in Queens 5th grade. I was 59. I was in IS 59. And in 6th grade, it was, that was when the real bullies, they would rob you, lunch, real fights, 6th grade. Now it's 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever was going on over here with the bigger kids.
Oh, y'all middle school started in 6th grade.
Over there,
But sorry, that's
I think that changed over there.
But think about that. But now you getting introduced to girls. They getting introduced to them earlier now. But like 5th, 6th grade is when I really started taking an interest in girls. And you start doing shit for girls. Little boys be dirty. You barely brush your teeth when you little. Like, you don't give a fuck about clean clothes. You want to play football. Now you start getting introduced to girls. And when I was in school, drugs hit. So now you can't compete with the drug dealers. It was pushing niggas to sell drugs. If you take these kids out of those environments, they don't have to sell drugs. Yeah, just your interaction. Like, if you go to a school in a better neighborhood, 9 times out of 10, that neighborhood is more diverse. Right? So your best friend might be an Indian kid that lives 2 doors down from you. Right? Asian girl, white kid over here is my man. Like, it preps you for the world a little more too, socially. You know what I'm saying? Like, socially, like, you know, in our neighborhoods, my school didn't have one white. You went to college, right? Yeah. You never auditioned for a friend? No. What?
So you're playing.
I'm not trying to work. That's why I bring it up.
No, because what
He was a nerd.
not in college. In college, I was in the street. So when I was in college, I was in the street. So I came from, y'all niggas ain't hitting on me. Call my real brothers. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be doing none of that shit to me. Because that's what it was, yo.
Hazing and shit.
That hazing and shit was real. So my girlfriend was a Delta at Morgan State. My girlfriend was a Delta. When she pledged, I remember when she couldn't sit in the car, right? He had to drive like this.
Oh shit.
Because the ass was purple and raw from them beating on him every day. They call this is pre-cell phone too. So they would
know you every day.
Like
I know I had to get jumped in once.
Nigga, you go through this hazing. You go through whatever they want to fuck with you. I'm off. No,
It's like
nigga,
a rookie.
the Q's at Morgan State, they call it game online. The Q's at Morgan State was on for 13 weeks. Nigga, they had to sleep in the house. Nigga, you in Baltimore, it's cold. Fuck you talking about? Like, everybody hazes differently. So some niggas, they say like, yo, these niggas pledge hard. Like, certain schools are known for pledging hard. Whatever your frat is or your sorority is.
Right.
Yo, they will call my house at 2 in the morning and be like, yo, I want some Fruity Pebbles. They better be here in a half an hour. Nigga, you gotta get up, go to the grocery store, get the Fruity Pebbles, and get them to somebody in a half an hour.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Motherfucking right.
I couldn't do all that shit.
It's like the Sears. No, I mean, it's just like that. It's exactly like that. Basically, they're gonna break you down and put you back together. But they also want to take your individuality away. That's what basic training is. That's what the cops go do. And the military niggas go do. So everybody get the same haircut. You don't have no individuality. You're a part of a team. You all got a fucking bald head or crew cut. You don't got spike hair. You got dreads. You won. We all won. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what the frats did. So that networking is different once you graduate.
The best value in tools just arrived near you. There's a new Harbor Freight store.
I'm gonna get back on when I get home. I've been on for an hour almost. I'm gonna be right back, y'all.